Skyler Woodward, and I'm 2018 Moscone Cup MVP, and you're watching Railbirds TV.
Hey, Railbirds, Kevin here. All right, we have more 9-ball action for you guys from the 2019 Derby City Classic. Up next, Skyler Woodward, the badass from the Bluegrass, versus Shannon Murphy. This match is brought to you by Diamond Billiard Products, BilliardShoppingNetwork.com, and us, Railbirds Productions. Thank you guys for watching. I am your host, Kevin Ross, the said Railbird. Be sure to hit that thumbs up, remember to subscribe, and ring that bell. If you don't ring that bell, you will not get notified when we go live, when we put up new videos. And share. Share with your friends. Your friends like to watch good pool too. All right, looks like Shannon has won that lag. All right, let's go over the rules real quick. We are playing Derby City rules 9-ball, which is mostly like CSI rules with some differences. The break is the winner's option. It is rack your own. The AccuRack is mandatory. The 9-ball must be racked on the spot. Not the 1-ball, but the 9-ball. We are breaking from the break box. And jump cues, not allowed. Also, another rule that is not on the graphic, we are playing with the 3-point break rule. What that means is on the break, you must drive at least 3 balls, either into the pockets or past the head string, any combination thereof. Failure to do so will be an illegal break. You lose your turn at the table. Incoming player has the option to accept the table as is or pass it back to you. And if they pass it back, you will not have the option to push out. Also, if you make the 9 on the break, and you fail to meet the requirements of the 3-point break rule, that 9 on the break will not be a win. It will spot and you lose your turn. And for this particular match, this is the only camera angle we have. This pseudo overhead camera angle. We're working on getting more cameras, more camera angles, and more tables for next year's Derby City. We're working on it. Nothing's final yet, but we're trying. We're trying to bring you guys the best coverage of Derby City possible. Holy cow, he's got everything moving, including the cheese. And nothing went. And he's got a safe out of it. Unless he can bank the 1. Unless he can bank the 1 past the 4. No, I don't blame him for taking a ride at the 9 there. That 2-ball tied up. Take a splash at the cash. Sure. He is going for the bank. And is it in? Is it in? Can I get there? Ooh, just trickled in. All right, bank the 2 and ride the 9. Nope, just banking the 2. And that's going to leave a pretty nice setup for Skyler. So, in the interest of full disclosure, Railbirds Productions, we do sponsor Skyler. So, there might be a little bias in my commentary. I try hard not to, but I might let a little slip. You know, but with Shannon being, you know, the underdog here, everyone likes to root for the underdog, right? So it's easy to root for Shannon. It's easy to root for the underdog. Nice shot there, Sky. Yeah, now in this shot, I would not want to get straight in on the 8. I'd like to leave the cue ball like where the, yeah, like middle of the table type position. Yeah, like that. That way you can come back around for the 9 in the same pocket as the 8. If you were straight in on the 8, then you'd have to shoot the 9 up table. And I'd rather play the 8 like this rather than shoot the 9 up table myself. Skyler agrees. All right, Sky with the first game. 1-0 in this race to 9. As I was saying before, Derby City is so much fun. You guys got to come down. You get a chance to play with all these great players, and it doesn't cost you a lot of money. It's you know, the 9-ball I think was the most expensive of the events, and it wasn't that expensive. I think it was 150. I think was the entry, plus a $100 rebuy. So I think it's 250 all in. Because you're not gonna play this with just one barrel. You got to fire 2 barrels at it. So you got to have your rebuy. You get to play with all these great players. Yeah, if I wasn't busy working at Derby, I'd be playing. Hey, Ryan Smith says Shannon plays out of his home pool room. Right on. At a local. So you better be rooting for Shannon. If you're rooting for Sky, just say you're rooting for Shannon anyway. Row. Kojak in the subway. Whoopsie daisy. All right, so 4 to the 5. That's going to be key here. How are we getting from the 4 to the 5? There's a couple different ways. You can shoot like a stop shot on the 3, leave yourself angle on the 4 to come underneath all these balls. Or you can play to give yourself angle on the 3, bring the cue ball back out to like near the foot spot, and shoot the 4 with like bottom right to come above all the balls. Either way works, but it looks like he's going with the first option, gonna just come underneath all these balls. A little bit of helping hand from the 6. Hey, Ryan Smith is plays out of Michael's Billiards, Cincinnati. We've been there. We've live streamed from there. We like Michael's Billiards. We live streamed the MLRT final event from there, the Midwest Ladies Regional Tour. All right, Sky Woodward making some easy for me to say, uncharacteristic mistakes. All right, Shannon, you gotta take advantage of these mistakes. He doesn't make these mistakes that often. Take advantage. Nice shot. Good cue ball. Nicely done. There we go. Tied up. One apiece in this race to 9. Yeah, over 400 players in this 9-ball event. Open to anybody. All you gotta do is just bring your cash and your cue stick, and you don't even have to bring the cue stick. There's plenty of vendors here who'll be happy to sell you one. All right, Shannon with the break. See if he goes with the cut break, trying to make the one on the side. Yes, he is, which most all players here at this tournament are doing because of the changes in the racking and breaking rules. So dry break, brings Sky to the table. Just playing safe, getting this ball behind all these balls, and all right, he's got him hooked, and that 7 ball might be blocking the easy kick at this. Can't tell for sure. He might have a window between the 7-4. Oh, he cut that ball on the way in. And all right, there's not left a shot for Skyler. You can see the one. Probably just going to bank that ball back out of there, leave the cue ball behind that 4-5 in that vicinity. And is that one ball going to get there? That one ball just rolled far enough to get behind the 8. All right. Get a good hit, but unfortunately, he's left this darn near perfect for Sky. if he can reach it. Uh-oh, whoa, whoa. All right, Shannon. Put the heat on. Run these balls out. Make him pay for these mistakes. He's left himself kind of a weird angle on this 3. He's going to have to be coming around the 6-7 now to get to the 4. And it's easy to get behind one of those. Keep going, keep going. All right, good shot. Looks to me like he can go one rail between the 7-8 and then back across for that 6 in the upper right corner. Unless I'm seeing the angle wrong. Which has definitely been known to happen. Put a little right spin on that, 2 rails. That works just fine. I actually prefer just rolling this in soft and playing the 7 in the corner, not the side, but that's just me. I'm silly like that. I tend to avoid playing position for side pockets when possible. Shannon, he loves him some side pockets. Problem is it's too easy. I mean, it's trivially easy to get out of line when you start playing for side pocket position. But Shannon handling it just fine. Takes the lead, 2-1. Race to 9. So good out there, Shannon. Way to make Sky pay for that mistake. Keep it up. Keep the heat on. All right, here we go. Shannon with the break. He's made a ball. But man, these are not sitting nice. I thought he made a ball. No, he did not make a ball. I swore I heard something go. Maybe it was, must have been like the table next door or something, because I swore I heard a ball going. It's probably a neighboring table that I heard. So dry break brings Sky to the table, just playing safe. Played safe on himself. Man, Sky is struggling a bit here. Oh man, it's damn good effort there to try to make that 2. Now, it does not look to me like the 3 passes the 8. Or if it does, then it just barely does. So he's either going to be playing a 3-8 combination, banking the 8, playing safe, playing a 3-8 combination. And he got a nice little double kiss there that ended up perfect. All right, so not out of the woods yet, though. You still got to get from this 4 ball to the 5 ball. So obviously you don't want to leave yourself straight in on the 4. And even playing position on short side, that 6 there kind of runs interference. You can't just shoot the center ball. You got to put some right spin on this. You got to draw it back. That makes this just a little bit more difficult, unless he just wants to play safe here. It might just play safe here. Yeah, just play safe. Good shot. He wasn't falling for it. That's a nice save. All right, that nice safety has earned him ball in hand, but even with ball in hand, he's still got some work to do. Just making the 5, just making the 5 ball is hard enough, but you gotta make sure you leave yourself angle on the 5 to come out for the 6, which leaving yourself angle on the 5 makes making the 5 a little bit more difficult, so not out of the woods. All right, so got a nice little angle. Not a lot of angle, but enough to work with. That's nice. Good stroke there. Yeah, 687 Fargo rate. That is definitely nothing to sneeze at. 687 is a solid player. There he goes playing for that side pocket again. 687 is a run-out player. Yeah, I was really surprised to see him play that 6 like that, drawing it back to that side of the 7. I thought he would just like a little bit more center ball, come just straight across the table for the 7 in the other corner, but doesn't matter. Made it work. Well done. Nice run out, Shannon. 3-1 in this race to 9. Keeping the heat on. Making Sky pay for those mistakes. That's what you got to do. Uh-oh, Kojak in the subway. And yeah, these are sitting pretty good. 2 to the 3 to the 4 could be tricky, and then 5 to the 6 because that 7 is blocking. Either you're gonna have to come around for the 6 or play a 6-7 combination. So yeah, it's, even though they're open, it's, not all open racks are created equal, and this one is of the more difficult variety. Just barely avoids touching that 5. And is he going to be jacked up over this 8, or can he cue with a level? Okay, he can cue beside the 8. Uh-oh. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Now, if jump cues were allowed, this would be no problem. Just jump it in, right? Jump cues not allowed. Jump shots are allowed, but you got to use your full playing cue. Oh, look at this safety. Yes, I think it's safe. Yeah, you can't even jump with your break cue. It's got to be your regular playing cue. All right, well, you can see the 4, but there's no easy shot. It's either going to try to come off the 4, try to play safe behind the 7, or maybe even try to play the billiard on the 7. But billiard on the 7 doesn't really get you much because then you're facing a 4-6 combination next. So I like trying to just get this cue ball behind the 7. Just don't try to do anything too fancy. And even if you don't hook them, you're still leaving them a combination, and combinations are never easy. Now that these balls are opened up pretty nicely, this guy's coming to the table and making some pretty quick work of it. This guy is naturally a pretty quick player. He doesn't take a lot of time when he's at the table. All right, Sky Woodward getting one back, 3-2. All right, Sky Woodward with the break. Going with the cut break, makes the 1 in the side. And where's that 2 ball going? Well, Sky Woodward from Paducah, Kentucky. Home, that's bank pool country. I'm gonna fire this 2 in cross side, not even thinking twice about it. Just like that. All right, 1 rail across, 5 in the same pocket as the 4. And the rest of these balls sitting pretty good. 6 to the 7 could be a little tricky. Probably just play for the side pocket. And that's pretty good. Just roll this in. All right, nice break and run there by Skyler Woodward. Ties it up, 3 apiece in this race to 9. Skyler playing with a ton of confidence. Moves around the table with purpose. Shoots the shots with no hesitation. All right, here we go. Sky with the break. All right, going with the cut break, did not make the one on the side. He's made the one in the corner, and that 2 ball is going to pop out for a shot. All right, so he's got a shot on the 2. Getting back for the 3 is going to be pretty tricky, though. Oh, he's going to play for a bank, of course, naturally. Whoa, whoa. Man, he just makes those banks look so easy. All right, the old long straight in. Gotta snatch that rock straight back. Nobody's favorite shot. Handled it pretty nicely, though. That 7 does go by the 9. All right, nice break and run there by Skyler. That's 2 in a row. All right, keep it going. And you can be sure Ashley, his fiance, is right over off to the corner there, Facebook Live streaming this also. All right. Has failed to pocket the 1 on the side. He's made a ball. You can see the 1. So those are all good things. But I think this is going to be the end of his run. 3 ball blocks the bank. playing safe, and no good. He's left a pretty decent shot here for Shannon to get started with. Just come up to the middle of the table. He tried to draw that 2 rails under the 5. Seemed like just 1 rail follow to the middle of the table would have been pretty easy. Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? Is it gonna get there? Get legs, get there. All right, still alive, still kicking. A little back and forth action here. How's your speed control? Get past that 8. Or don't get far enough to get to, oh no. All right, good hit, but that's gonna leave a pretty good shot for Sky to get started with. Leaves himself good angle on the 6, come up for the 7. Whew. That ball wiped its feet a little on the way in. But it found darkness. All right, a little bit of inside English, straighten up that cue ball a little. All right, Sky Woodward making pretty quick work there. 5-3 in this race to 9. Yeah, Sky had the whole family there with him. Had Ashley De La Cruz, his fiance, there with him. Of course, Facebook live streaming all of his matches. Of course, Deb Woodward, his mom, also there cheering him on. It's cool to have your family there cheering you on. All right, he's made the 1. I don't know, can he cross this too to bank it cross side? No, it doesn't do any good because the 3 ball's tied up, so just play safe. I mean, if I'm at the table, I'm playing safe. I'm not even thinking about banking it. But he's just loves bank shots so much, I figured maybe he might go for it, but nah, there's no reward because that 3 ball's tied up, so forget I even mentioned it. All right, good hit. 7 ball gonna go in. Get out of there, cue ball. All right, getting in at 3, not easy, but starting with ball in hand definitely helps. Just kind of draw this cue ball straight up that rail for that 3 in that upper left corner on screen. Yeah, you would like to have that ball gone a little bit farther. You might even think about playing safe behind the 6 here. Or not. Nice shot there, Sky. A little bit of high right, come cross table for the 5 in the upper right corner. like so. Handles that cut shot, no problem. Yeah, Sky, he's just out there just shooting with a ton of confidence. Making it look easy. 6-3 in this race to 9. Thank you guys for tuning in today. This is our second from last night of 9-ball coverage, the penultimate night of coverage. Next weekend will be our final night, our final weekend of coverage, starting with one pocket on Friday night, more 9-ball on Saturday night, and that'll conclude our coverage of the 2019 Derby City Classic. Ooh, cue ball got away a little bit there. He's made a couple balls, but has no shot at the 2. All right, where are we pushing out to? Not the greatest of push-outs. This 2-ball's pretty makeable. Roll forward for the 4. I mean, yeah, Shannon's been sitting in a seat for a few games, but still look for him to make it. We were pulling for you, Shannon. Yeah, he needs to come past the middle of the table. He's got to make sure you leave yourself on the right side of the 5 to get back for the 6. And that looks like that's pretty good speed. Just going to force this to the rail and back across. Yeah, he's playing position that way. He's coming across his line, but sometimes sometimes that's what you got to do. And when you're feeling real good about your speed control, it's not a problem. All right, Sky Woodward 7-3, race to 9. cut break, one straight in the side, 2-ball. Where are you going, 2-ball? Into the pocket. All right, and he's straight in on the 3, 4 balls right there. Yeah, 4 to the 5. You know, if you just shoot a stop shot on the 3, then 4 to the 5, you're going through traffic. If you try to draw back from the 3, like between that 8, 9, you just got to make sure your speed control is good, that you don't hook yourself behind one of those. But then 4 to the 5 will be a little bit easier, but so a little bit of figuring. If you shoot a stop shot on the 3, you can probably shoot the 4 with draw and draw, like stay above that 6 ball. Yeah, shoot the 4 with draw, stay above that 6. I think that's probably the way to go. He's looking at shooting with a high ball coming across. It's a narrow window there. And he did not find that narrow window that he needed to find. All right, bring Shannon to the table. Ball in hand with a nice layout here. Just 6 to the 7 is the hardest part of this layout. And it's really not that hard. Just one rail across for the 7 in the corner. Now it looks perfect. Or at least pretty good. Perfect enough. I'm thinking Shannon hasn't watched very many Burt Kinnister videos. Because Shannon likes playing for side pockets. According to Burt Kinnister, oh my goodness. That wasn't a tough shot. He just rushed it, I think. Yeah, according to Burt Kinnister, side pockets are for suckers. And Earl Strickland kind of agrees. I mean, yeah, you play for side pockets when you have to, but. All right, Sky says, thank you very much. Gift gladly accepted. All right, Sky Woodward with what will probably be his last break this set. Yeah, we're not playing winner break, we're playing winner's option. So if Shannon wins a game, he could elect to have Sky break. Not likely, but possible. 1 ball straight in. And well, he can see the 2. I don't know if that 2 passes the 7. Chat room wants to know what's the reasoning behind side pockets are for suckers. Well, that's Burt Kinnister's quote, not my quote. But yeah, I agree with his reasoning there. Yeah, it is super easy to get out of line when playing position for side pockets. If you're just a little bit the wrong angle on the side pockets, you know, your cue ball's going the wrong way, you're going totally the wrong direction on the table. It's so easy to get out of line when you play for side pockets. Whereas if you play for the corner pockets, you know, you can, if you're straight in, good. If you're not straight in, you can go to the rail and back out. It's so much easier to stay in line when playing for the corner pockets. And unfortunately, Shannon just missed that 4. He's left a shot for Skyler. Not an easy shot, but I look for him to make it. Ha, talked him right out of it. And I talked him out of it, but didn't do much good for Shannon. Get in there. You think Sky's going to bank this 4 in and run him out? Cut it to the side, try to avoid the 9 ball. Or play safe. Those are his 3 options. Back cut it to the side, bank it to the corner, play safe. Yeah, cutting to the side, man, that 9 ball is looking huge. And yeah, that didn't really work out. In the chat room there, P. Coltrane. Is your first name Roscoe? Like Roscoe P. Coltrane? Oh, I guess maybe it did work out. Nice shot there, Sky. Yeah, not looking too good for Shannon from here. We were pulling for you, Shannon. All right, what happened? I think did he concede? Did he give it to him? I think he must have. All right, well then, in that case, Sky Woodward defeating Shannon Murphy 9-3. Let me check if that eliminates Shannon. I think that eliminates him. No, Shannon Murphy had 0 losses. This was a round 5 match. Both players had 0 losses, so Shannon Murphy still has a rebuy available if he wants to use it. All right, I want to thank you guys for watching. We have plenty more 9-ball action coming up tonight. Stick around. I'd like to give a shout out to our patrons at patreon.com. Connor Gibson, Larry Cox, Russ Zorn, Sean Stewart, Wambra. Thank you guys for your support. It is greatly appreciated. All right, more action coming up. I'm Kevin Ross, Real Birds Productions. See you guys.